I've been a fan of Art Carney's ever since the first time I saw him perform. He's a fine comedian, a fine actor, and he deserves a nomination for his the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor of the Year for his performance in the film Harry and Tonto, which is also up for the Best Film of the Year. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Art Carney? I should have known.
Why?
I remember the last time you were on the show was the night we had Burt Reynolds on and Dom DeLuise. We were throwing eggs, and you came in with no trousers on that night.
It was a full moon.
That was a full moon night.
What makes you think I got trousers on tonight?
What are you wearing on the thing here?
Well, they make, actually, I was, I had a nosebleed, seriously.
Yeah, you were going to be on the show about a month ago.
What do you want me to look?
No.
Where's the nosebleed camera? And,
you were booked for the show.
You saved these?
Yeah.
And they kept me there for a week, and it kind of scares you, you know. The thing lasted about 18 to 24 hours, and they tested me for high blood pressure, and I'm on medication now.
Good. Have you got any extra? Yeah, you want to? Doesn't bother you a bit, huh?
No. And they got me a room near the hospital, and they seriously, they put me on this high blood pressure medication that has affected me a little bit. I get the dryness in the mouth, so I carry these
little cough drops.
The cough drops.
Right. No, you missed the pocket.
I beg your pardon?
You missed the.
Let me see. Oh, while they were there, they do something for a nosebleed. There's a vessel.
Look, you're not gonna top Ann Margaret no matter what you do. No way.
Yeah.
No, but that's true about the nosebleed, and it was kind of a serious thing, right?
And it scared me. Anyway.
Luckily, they have a hospital right near NBC here.
St. Joseph Medical.
Which they had to put in when they put in the commissary. It was a law. I think that there has to be a hospital within a reasonable distance.
I got there. This is for flatulence.
You mean it helps it or it gives it to you?
And they got me a room near the hospital because, you know, in case the thing flared up. And I was watching the show a little while ago, and Shirley called me up and said somebody had to drop out or something. Would I get over here? Well, this is the way I look at the show every night. And I was lying in bed there, and actually about 15 minutes ago, I was thinking about Moose's meatballs.
You had a yearning for Moose meatballs.
Yes, I called up the deli and said, do you send Moose's meatballs to go? With the raisin cake toasted and coffee light. And I said, no, they didn't, so I'll get over there. And I saw her dance, and I just stopped thinking about Moose's meatballs.
Yes, trying to pick you up. Did you look good? You look you look good now.
Well, I had a hot flash about 10 minutes ago.
It brought a little color to your cheeks, didn't it?
So, anyway, I did what I could to get over here as fast as I could.
Well,
I'm sorry about the outfit. But
no, I think you look stunning.
That's the way it goes.
I think you look stunning. How do you feel generally? You get things occasionally?
I feel pretty good now, and I lost weight, and I think one of these pills that I take in the morning is a diuretic, which, well, it takes the fluid.
Takes water, yeah.
Something like that. And the other four are yellow. You know, they move. They're moving.
Moving pills.
I'll eat anything that isn't moving. But they do. Then the doctors always say, well, after a couple of weeks out, it'll level off. It's like when I had some oral surgery done about 3 months ago in New York and required 8 or 9 stitches. And I got a thing called paresthesia. And they always give you a little pamphlet, you know, about the cotton and the gargling, everything like this. And they said a little numbness may occur from 3 to 4 days after this operation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
then there's a dash, and then there's a then again. It may last 3 to 4 weeks.
24 weeks.
My brother's a dentist, and he knew a fellow that lasted 2 years, his paresthesia. So all this was numb inside and out. I don't know why I'm talking about my ailments, but I'm actually a pretty healthy man, and I've had things like, these are all legitimate ailments called Osgood-Schlatter's disease.
Osgood-Schlatter's disease?
Yes, that's a bum knee. That's a knee that I got in football. I've got a thing called angioneurotic edema.
Edema is fluid in a...
Right, angioneurotic edema. Now, you can get, the first time I got this was in the lips, and the lips swell up like that. I've had it in the eyelids, in the ears. You can get it any place. The most serious place of all I got it was in the throat, really, in San Francisco. I was on the road doing a play, and opening night, this thing started to swell up. I don't know, it's partially allergic and this and that and everything.
So that's the
yeah, and it swelled up. And then the next day, we had a matinee, and I'd had my breakfast, and I was talking to my wife, and I said, well, it went pretty well last night. I hope the people in the front row didn't notice the fat lip. And I got talking, and pretty soon I was talking like this and everything like this. I said, what's the matter with me now? And I couldn't talk. And this thing had hit the, I don't know whether you've had this happen to you. I hope it never does happen to you. Hit the vocal cords, hit the voice box.
And
is there a box down there in your voice?
That's what they call it, the larynx. The larynx.
And all of a sudden, I'm talking like this. And they got me to a doctor. Do you want some of this?
No, thanks. No.
And they got me to a doctor. No, it's a little witch. This is witch hazel with a little oil of wintergreen and a twist.
And a twist?
Yeah. That's all. I'm in a wagon. You know?
Are you sure you're not a hypochondriac?
That I am.
Well, what happened to your voice? I mean, go on.
Well, they got me to a doctor very fast because there was no pain attached to it. I couldn't talk. It was just like a whisper. And this doctor put adrenaline in one arm and some kind of cortisone in the other, which sped up the cortisone. And, of course, I missed the show that night. And the next day, the feeling and the sound of my voice was like you'd been to a football game, hollowing your head off, and it was just complete hoarseness. But it's a scary kind of a thing.
Oh, that's never heard of that.
And
I've never heard of the other thing you had, Sawyer's syndrome, or Osgood's problem.
That's the knee.
Oh,
yeah, well, this is the bum like, this was in 1944 over in France.
Oh, really?
Shrapnel wound, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I also have a hiatus hernia, which is right in here. Otherwise called a diaphragmatic hernia, herniated diaphragm, or an upside-down stomach.
Well, I'm
This is
certainly glad you're here tonight, I think.
This is serious, too. They don't like to operate on this.
What, the upside-down stomach?
Red Skelton was operated on this. This is a thing that can happen when you eat and the food or liquid doesn't take a normal course. And
goes round and round and comes out here.
And you wake up and you throw up for about 9 months.
That's weird. I've never heard of some of these things.
I've got another thing.
All right.
Neurodermatitis is another. Go ahead.
Neurodermatitis?
And contact dermatitis.
I worked with them in the Midwest once. Neurodermatitis.
Yes.
Opening act. You remember them, Frank.
Dermographism is another thing
What's
that
that?
I'm subject to. And conjunctivitis.
Oh, I know what that is. That's in the eyes.
Yeah, that's why you do that all the time, isn't it?
No, that's just a nervous habit.
Oh, is it?
That's Sawyer's syndrome. Osgood's knee. You could make a soap opera, just out of you alone. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. One of Mr. Carney's very talents is playing the piano. We have a piano.
Wishing I could play the piano.
Well, you play well.
frustrating.
You play well. Would you like to noodle something for us? Certainly.
Well, you probably hear If Tenderly a September Song, and then I do it every year.
record.